Now let us understand the digestive system and the digestive disorders, which we can take through the concept of yoga therapy also. The digestive diseases and the disorders affect millions of people around the world, including the highest level of economical impact in terms of the healthcare cost as well as the absenteeism from the work on account of the digestive disorders, and also the experience of the poor quality of the life of the patient who is suffering from the digestive disorders. There are many functional digestive disorders. Functional means the functional means the diseases which are not caused on account of any structural or chemical or imbalance in the anatomical considerations of the bodily systems when they are being presented as a symptom. It is on account of the functional ability the disease is being manifested. So such kind of diseases are attributed to the word functional digestive disorders. We'll see the outline of the digestive system. The digestive system runs through a length of 32 feet from the mouth to the anal region. From the proper mastication in the mouth, the secretion of the saliva, which contributes further to the movement of the esophagus, where it passes the food to the stomach. The churning activity in the stomach contributes for the healthy digestion, and the major part, the small intestine, which is being supported by the pancreas and the liver, contributes for the absorption and assimilation of the nutrients. When the food is not being digested, it is being passing through the large intestine, and finally it is being removed from the anal region through the process of the excretory system. So this is how the outline of the procedure or the physiology as well as the anatomical consideration of the digestive system. The digestive system is being affected in its different parts. We can see the digestive system elements right from the three important segments. One is in the stomach. We find most of the problems like the acidity, hyperacidity, or the sensations like nausea, vomiting tendencies are quite common in the stomach region. And then the small intestine, where we find the problems like the malnutrition, very common experience of the poor absorption and assimilation of the digested food. And then in the liver, the common problem is jaundice or hepatitis. The large intestine comprises of the problems like the constipation, diarrhea, pseudo-obstruction, irritable bowel syndrome. These are all associated with the large intestine problem. And lastly, the last part of the large intestine, that is the rectal region, the rectal prolapse, anal fissures or piles or hemorrhoids are the common problems which are being attributed to the digestive disorders. So the whole length of the digestive tract is quite prone for variety of the diseases which can take place either in the stomach or in the small intestine or in the large intestine. These are the three common sites of functional diseases which are in the digestive tract or the gastrointestinal tract. In this connection, I will take four important problems which can be easily managed and maintained through the yoga therapy practice. They can be called as ABCD of digestive disorders. A stand for acidity or hyperacidity or hypoacidity. B for bloating sensation or flatulence. C stands for the constipation, and the D for the diarrhea or the infections of the diarrhea. Normally when we see the acidity problem, it is taking in the form of stomach. Most of the linings of the gastrointestinal tract in the stomach region, the mucosa of the gastric region is being affected by excess secretion of the hydrochloric acid. This relates to the problem of inflammation like the gastritis, which is fundamentally creating the heartburn sensation, and the person finds difficulty to find the proper digestion of the food as well as the proper absorption also. It can be of hyper nature or hypo nature. In the hyper nature, it's called as hyperacidity. In the case of hypoacidity, it's a low level of condition. The second one, the flatulence or the bloating, which is in the digestive part, particularly in the large intestine. On account of indigestion, many times the process of fermentation takes place where microbial population produces enormous amount of gas flatulence, which is mainly named as wind or vata, which is a kind of barrier for normal movement of the energy system in the body. The third one, constipation. The problem of constipation is associated with the peristaltic movement. Here the person finds difficulty to pass the stools on regular basis. Sometimes the stools gets very hard. It can also find a channel if it is not being addressed. The chronic constipation condition can lead to the situation of hemorrhoids of the piles because of the pressure exerted while defecating. Diarrhea is a opposition of the constipation. In the diarrhea, there is a frequent movement of the peristaltic activity. Because of that, the frequency of movement, the bowel movement will be very high, and this is also debilitating because it creates loss of the electrolytes, loss of fluid balance in the body system. Collectively, these acidity, bloating, constipation, diarrhea can create the complex problem like irritable bowel syndrome, which are going to be one of the worsened situation for the digestive system. So these digestive disorders are being effectively managed with the help of the well-designed yoga module as a yoga therapy. In short, let us understand the causes of the digestive disorders. There are 4 important causes which we can attribute to the digestive system disorders. The first one is the chronic stress or high level of stress. Second one is the poor eating habits or bad eating habits. The third is the sedentary or improper lifestyle. The fourth is the lack of internal organs massage, the inadequate massage of the internal organs. When an individual experiences chronic level of stress, it affects many of the manifestations in the body. For example, it creates an imbalance in the intestinal motility. It is going to alter the biochemical secretions. It is also affecting the hormonal secretions in the body. Collectively, they have a greater impact on the digestive process. It's one of the most common experience for the digestive system to suspend the digestion during the chronic stressful situation. Because of that, many times we find difficulty to eat, or even we do not find proper appetite to eat when we are experiencing the higher level of stress experience. The second impact of poor conditions for the digestive system is about the poor eating habits or bad eating habits. Nowadays, people are leading a busy and hectic life schedule on account of the hectic work schedule. They are not able to maintain the healthy dietic regimen for following the healthy routine in order to supply the energies for the body. And there is increasing stake of fast food in the modern lifestyle, which is creating an imbalance on the macronutrients such as the intake of the protein, carbohydrate, fat, fiber, which are affecting the energy system in the body. Because of this also, many of the eating disorders are contributing for various digestive disorders. The fast food or the junk food or the food which is being taken fast, like eating fast or without proper mastication, such kind of conditions are contributing for the digestive disorders. The third component is about the sedentary or improper lifestyle, in which many of the people are glued with the system where they are not able to maintain the proper physical activity. The sedentary and semi-sedentary lifestyle on account of the increased advancement in the science and technology reduce the physical activity. Even it has hampered many of the conditions with respect to the lifestyle. So this factor influences the digestive system and the digestion in terms of the poor circulation to the system, poor blood circulation to the system due to the inadequate massaging effect of the internal organs. The system works in best possible condition when there is a proper physical activity such as yoga practice or walking or some other physical activities wherein the healthy digestive organs are maintained, the functional ability of the digestive system is being taken care. If it is failed, it is going to be one of the cause. Now we look into the yoga therapy practices for these digestive disorders. Healthy lifestyle and food is one of the great component for effective yoga therapy module. Yoga recommends a person to inculcate the dietetic discipline in terms of the quality of the food and the quantity of the food and the state of the mind. So what is the best food one has to choose for making the healthy condition? The food which is sattvic in nature, mainly which is going to be digested easily, that kind of food should be taken. The food which is not going to create undue burden on the system, like excessive waste in the system, is one of the best choice for healthy digestion. Secondly, the lifestyle, proper sleep, proper waking up. If an individual manages these two important disciplines in the lifestyle, they are helpful to bring the effective remedy for many of the diseases. Waking up in a particular time has a great impact on our time management, and time management reduces a lot of stressful situations and contribute for a peace of mind. And second one, we take the practice of Shatkarmas or Shatkriyas for treating the digestive problems. The best practice is the Agnisara. Agnisara is a practice where the rhythmic contraction and the relaxation of the abdominal organs are being developed by stimulating the digestive fire, which improves the peristaltic activity. This particular practice creates a negative pressure in the lower abdomen, which enhances the suctional effect so that the accumulated toxins are being eliminated by effective peristaltic movement. Secondly, the practice of Nauli is one of the good practice if an individual takes a time and learn the technique so that it is going to maintain the healthy digestive system. The Kriya like Kapalbhati, the rigorous strokes which are being given in the navel region improves the blood circulation and they contribute for healthy digestive ability. And the Dauti is one of the best Kriya practice which is being used to wash the digestive system. Vomiting is the last resort of the digestive system. When the food is not being coping with the system, then the last resort of the body system is to vomit. Here in the vomiting process, the natural experience of washing the stomach keeps the body in a purified condition by overcoming excessive toxins which are accumulated on account of the too much of imbalances in the emotional conditions, and they have been collectively collected in the gastrointestinal secretions in the stomach. This particular practice overcomes this particular difficulty. The practice of asana are very helpful for the digestive system. They mainly take four important approaches. One, they develop an internal organs massage, massaging of the internal organs, for example, Matsyendrasana, Paschimottanasana. Through that, they improve the ability of the organs. The second aspect of the asana is to create the control of the sense organs as well as the mind. Mind and senses are being under control so that we can prevent the nibbling or eating in an irregular time. The third one, certain postures control the secretions of the hydrochloric acid This is also a great contribution to prevent hyperacidity conditions, and also they maintain the stimulations on the vagus nervous response. In these four ways, asanas plays an important role to enhance the digestive ability and to prevent the digestive problems. Pranayama is one of the best practice to keep the system under peaceful condition. The practice like Bhastrika or Ujjayi or Anuloma Viloma enhances the healthy digestion. Bhastrika is one of the best practice to stimulate the metabolism of the body through which the healthy digestion can take place. Ujjayi and Anuloma Viloma ensures the rhythmic contraction and relaxation during each inhalation and exhalation. These rhythmic movements on the digestive part stimulate the function of the intestine, they enhance the absorption and assimilation through the increased blood circulation. The last one is the relaxation technique, which has a greater significant influence in the therapeutical module. In any successful yoga therapy, the deeper level of relaxation of the mind, emotions and body contributes for restoring the lost harmony, restoring the homeostasis which has been disturbed by variety of the factors as explained in the causes of the digestive disorders. With this view, we can help the digestive system to restore its ability for healthy digestion, and it can also prevent the digestive disorders, as well as it contributes for the promotion and preservation of the positive health of the digestive system.